Kidding. Alright, good morning. Welcome aboard Renovatio here in Elliott Bay Marina. Got a little project today that I'm going to hopefully walk you guys through, and we'll go from there. It's hopefully simple. So we've got, what I'd like to do is I purchased Axiom Pro 9, or Axiom 9 Plus, Axiom Plus 9 multifunction display. A little cheaper, not the full Pro setup. I'll walk you through that in a second. But I'm going to move the other instrument panel here so it's symmetric and put the second multifunction display over there. So let's get at it, and yeah, I'll walk you through as we go.
So on the port side here, we've got the Axiom Pro 9 display. Great display, solid buttons, dial there on the right side. Center on the boat, we've got the compass heading and autopilot instrument panel. Did not love that that's not symmetrical, unfortunately. And here on the port side helm, they've got the I-70 instrument panel, and this is where we want to put the Axiom Plus 9 slave to the Axiom Pro, and we'll go from there, both having good charts and navigational awareness at both helms.
And here we go. So I went with the bare bones model because this is going to be a slave to the Axiom Pro 9 that's on the starboard panel, or starboard helm, and that'll be the main data master. It's the language RayMarine likes to use for their networks. But here we go, neat little panel. I think you guys are familiar with these. But yeah, this one, no buttons on the side like the Pro, but it does, all the functions are the same, and it's going to allow us to have good navigation at both helms. So it doesn't matter which way we're sailing. You should be able to see all the charts, radars, whatnot, no matter whatever helm you want to be at. So I thought that was worth about $1,000 in a Saturday afternoon.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's try something here. Wow. So I took the other panel off to make it easier to get the tools moved around in here. And I need to draw a circle. And I realized I have a filter that has a 3.5" filter wrench for the water maker. And it's got a 3.5" diameter circle in it. So that will make tracing this out way easier. And what you didn't see when I had the camera off was when I took this off, there's a beautiful line there, and I could have done with it on, but I used a straight edge to draw a line over, and that way I could at least get the height of this thing pretty spot on. At a 1/2 inch, we should be able to get both of those perfectly level. Alright, so let's get started. This will be a little more interesting. All right, moment of truth. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Oh, well, it's pretty good, but it's getting stuck, so I need to enlarge this hole a little bit. But in terms of where I put the hole, it looks pretty good. As long as okay. Well, this was helpful because now I can see the length of this NMEA 2000 data cord that I need to go buy. The network hub is actually underneath that chart plotter over there. I saw a 6-foot cable and I think a like 25-foot cable. Hope there's something in the middle, because I think 6 foot is probably just a little bit too short. 25 feet's just way too long. So oh, it just started raining. Super. Seattle. Alright, so I gotta go figure out the electrical situation for the power for the MFD. I could probably go to the store to both get this cable and maybe some things there. But otherwise, these will be super easy to install and put back together. The MFD, the only hard thing will be the power. So, well, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, we got the NMEA 2000 cord, data cord hooked up. I just marked the screw, the little holes here. So now we'll be right next to each other here in the center console. So let's get her done. Just triple check this. Screwed up too many things in life. I guess My ego's finally going away. Slowly. That looks about right. Let's give that a spin. Alright. Ooh. I have some thunderstorms coming. That's fun. Tighten it just enough that the gasket starts to compress, and then that should be good enough. Doesn't need to be crazy tight. All right, that works. Now the next part of the video, show you guys how we need to wire up the Axiom MFD over there. But for this, everything should be working order. Oh, look at that. Side by side. I got a lot of projects going on. You're gonna get one at a time, hopefully. Boom. Got the MFD. We got a hole for the other one. Have a good one. The Axiom Pro9 comes with a single cable one of which is your network cable, and it comes with this adapter to plug into the NMEA 2000 network. So that's easy. And I got actually a T right here, I'll show you. Super easy. The other end is your power. I've already attached a what is this, AGC style fuse or whatever they're called. Basically inline. Apparently it's a pain in the butt to open. But you crimp it on either end. There's one of those AGC style fuses in here. And then we'll go downstairs and crimp the other end. Then you got your ground, obviously. And then there's a kind of leak current or current drain wire. Boats are wired up different ways. I'm pretty sure on this boat they've connected everything to ground. So we're going to try that. If I get weird interference or things aren't working correctly, this is probably what it is. But basically it's a way that excess current that might be present in the system, obviously a lot of metal, wires around, data cables, you want it to drain through somewhere. So that's what this is. And in some case, in many boats, you would just connect these all to ground together so that any excess leak current could go out. In some boats there's a dedicated maybe grounding plate or something separate from the 12 volt circuit, in which case you would take this gray wire to that. But you would need to do that for any every data system on the boat. And when I look at my Axiom Pro, the way it's installed, I don't see any evidence that these are separate. So we're going to give that a shot and go from there. There's adhesive on one side of this, so I cleaned the surface with acetone, so when I stick this in there, that gasket will sit real nice and stick. And if I do have to pull this out again, which I hope not, but if I do, the gasket will stay on the surface nice. This unit will come off. We'll do whatever I need to do, put it back in and squeeze it tight. I'm not going to squeeze it tight till we get everything tested though. Hook up this cable. Everything should be good on the inside, or everything is about to be good. Let's see there. There we go. I'm really impressed how this all goes together. It seems like a mystery at first, but the more you get into it, you're like, oh, it's really obvious. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Oh, maybe here goes nothing. Oops. It's always a learning curve. Oh, looks like it'll work. Alright. Let's go inside and get it hooked up. And then we can put some screws on too. Alright, hey team. We got a little happy hour quick with some folks. And now we are revisiting the power supply for the Axiom Plus. So after doing a little homework with the it's not open anymore. Doing a little homework with the Jeannot manual, I was able to figure out that these two sets of fuse panels here in our battery bank are what control, or what ultimately feed power to the electronics from the quote-unquote electronic switch. And specifically that backboard there is going to be really useful because that responds to the electronics on the switch on the nav panel. So what this looks like, so right now you can see no power from any of these. Okay, but if I stand up, come up, ouch. If you knock your head on that and then come with me on this journey here, hit the electronics button on the instrumentation panel that's going to give power to all the nav instruments, autopilot, etc. Now we can see that this entire breaker board has 12 volts DC across it, which is awesome. So that empty blank right there is what I'm going to tap into for the new Axiom Plus. Alright, moment of truth. Electronics, here we go. Let's go see how this works. Alright. The original over here. Probably can't see, but it is turning on. It's just at the Axiom home screen startup. Autopilot's working. Instrumentation, transducer, and speed and wind speed working. God, that looks good, all symmetrical. It really annoyed me before just to have the one there. Must be a little type A myself. The new, not screwed in yet, Axiom Plus, not turned on, so we'll see. Alright, let's moment of, it looks, yep, there's power to it, so that should work. Oh, look at that. Now in theory, it's one of these should prompt me and ask which one should be the data master. The SD card, it's not in there right now, but is going to be in the Axiom Pro. Look at that. The Axiom Pro costs about $1,500 more than the Axiom Plus. So if you're putting a second one in and you're just looking primarily for the screen function, you can get the basically the cheapest model possible. Okay. Should just read the other one. We'll deal with that later. Yeah. I was under the impression it was going to ask me which one. It's seeing everything.